Wireframes are a vital part of the web design process because they bridge the gap between strategy and design. They help us move from ideas and goals into something visual, without jumping straight to colors and decoration. A wireframe is a visual blueprint of a web page. It answers one very important question: what goes where and why? Wireframes focus on thinking, not decorating. They help us plan structure and intent before we worry about how things look. What wireframes show and don't show. A wireframe shows what content exists, where that content goes, and how content is prioritized and grouped. What it does not show is color, final typography, images or branding, and decorative elements. This is intentional. Wireframes strip things down to what really matters. Wireframes are a lot like architectural blueprints. In architecture, a blueprint shows walls and rooms. In web design, a wireframe shows sections and content blocks. Doors and hallways become navigation and user flow. Furniture placement becomes buttons, images, and text. You wouldn't paint a house before deciding where the walls go, and you shouldn't design a website before deciding how it's structured. Wireframes focus on three core properties. The first one is structure. This is how the page is divided into sections, such as the header, navigation, main content, and footer, and how these elements relate to each other. The second is hierarchy. What users see first, what grabs attention, and what information is most important. Ask yourself, if someone looks at this web page for 5 seconds, what should they notice? Finally, we have function. This is where users can click. It's how they move through the website and what actions they're expected to take. Wireframes are about how a site works, not how it looks. Wireframes intentionally ignore certain elements. This is especially important. When we build wireframes, we want to remove color, images, branding, and fancy fonts. Why do we do this? To avoid distractions, to prevent emotional attachment, and to make feedback about layout, not style. If you're arguing about colors, well, then you skipped a step. Wireframes are fast to create, easy to change, and low risk to throw away. Designers often make multiple wireframes, and that's normal. Wireframes are disposable thinking tools. They're meant to be wrong at first. That's how you know you're using them correctly. Here's how wireframes fit into the design process. First, we start off with ideas and goals. What is the site for and who is it for? Next, we focus on content planning. What pages exist and what content do we need? Then we build wireframes. That's what we're looking at now. These organize content and plan layout and hierarchy. After that comes visual design. This is where we add color, typography, and images. And finally, we focus on development. This is where we actually code the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Wireframes are the bridge between ideas and design. This is a hand-drawn low-fidelity wireframe. We use boxes for sections. A box with an X through it typically represents an image. Scribbled lines represent text, and sometimes we'll use labels such as nav, hero, or footer. The key takeaway here is simple. Wireframes don't have to be pretty to be useful. This is an example of a mid-fidelity wireframe. Here we have clean rectangles, placeholder text is shown as lines, and we're focusing on clear spacing and alignment. You'll notice that there's still no colors or imagery. Digital wireframes are just cleaner versions of the same thinking. Mid-fidelity wireframes take us a step further. They allow us to use more refined spacing and structure and often include annotations. They give us a quick visual representation of the content strategy, what content exists, what's its priority, and how it might be laid out, without focusing on fully designing it. Then we have something called high-fidelity wireframes. These are detailed, polished versions of a page layout that looks close to the final design, but we're still focusing on structure and function. This is the step in between a wireframe and the finished design. Low fidelity is for thinking, high fidelity is for confirming. These high fidelity wireframes include much more detail. You may include real images, excerpts, links, and real text. These are especially useful for complex interactions, but they do take more time to create. If you're working on a simple project, this level of detail is often unnecessary, but for larger projects, it can really be beneficial. So why do I need to make wireframes? Because wireframes help you think clearly before you design. They stop you from guessing, rushing, and redesigning the same page over and over. Wireframes help you to plan before you decorate. When you skip wireframes, you usually start with colors and fonts. You'll place things randomly along the format, and you'll end up moving everything later. Wireframes really force you to ask, what content do I really need? What should users see first? How should this page flow? They separate thinking from styling. Wireframes will save you time. This often surprises people. You can spend 20 minutes wireframing, and it can save you hours of redesign, frustration, and prevent you from starting over. Why is this the case? It's because layout changes are fast and painless when we build wireframes. There's no real emotional attachment to a box. It's easy to move a box rather than rewriting or redesigning the entire thing. Wireframes make your layout make sense. They can help you create clear hierarchy, group related content, avoid clutter, and guide the user's eye. They answer the questions of where does the page start, where does it end, and what's the main message? Without wireframes, pages often feel confusing, overwhelming, and random. Wireframes help you to think like a user. When you wireframe, you're not designing for yourself, you're designing for someone else. You start thinking, what does a first-time visitor need? What's the most important action? What questions might users have? Wireframes shift your mindset from what looks cool to what works. Wireframes make feedback easier and better. Feedback focuses on layout and usability, not colors or personal taste. Instead of hearing things like, I don't like that blue, you hear things like, this section feels buried. That's useful feedback. Wireframes are a professional skill. They're standard industry practice, expected in design jobs, and they're part of professional portfolios. Designers who skip wireframes usually get caught later fixing preventable problems. Wireframes are a useful tool. They'll allow you to make your final design stronger, clearer, and more intentional. If you can't explain your layout in a wireframe, then the design isn't ready yet. A wireframe isn't about making something look good, it's about making something make sense.